RadioSport Summer. Lee Radovanovich.
The All Whites, they play their World Cup playoff against the fourth best team from the CONCACAF region in New Zealand on November the 20th. This playoff match is one of two matches in a 4-year period where, for me, where your average sports fan actually really cares about what the All Whites are doing, who they're playing, and how they go. The playoff should be at the country's biggest stadium. It's got to be at Eden Park in Auckland. It is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. This match will sell out anywhere in New Zealand. Eden Park's the best option for this match. Surely, it's a no-brainer. Why do I say that? Well, a bigger crowd at Eden Park, therefore a better atmosphere. A higher gate taking for New Zealand football could be worth perhaps $500 million extra to the New Zealand football coffers. Surely the more people at the game, the better the atmosphere, the better the All Whites will go due to better home support. There seems to be this myth that Wellington and the Cape Town is the home of football. It isn't it? Why is there this myth that Wellington is the home of football and we assume that the All Whites CONCACAF playoff will be in Wellington? Surely it should be in Auckland. Bigger stadium, higher gate takings, bigger crowd, better atmosphere. Surely that helps the coach and players. What are your thoughts? 0800 82 55 77. Why should the game be in Wellington?
Your Summer of Sport. RadioSport. Lee Radovanovich.
Tommy Haas hasn't played a match so far this season. It's his first one since coming off a training block. Jack Sock's in great form. This could be a little niggly for Tommy Haas. Great hands from Tommy Haas there, just loosening up the hand on the handle a little bit, just feeling the ball over with a little bit of backspin. Not everybody can play those types of touch shots, a little bit of finesse. There's players out there that they just can't play like that. You call them bricks as a tennis player. He's got brick hands. Don't really have any touch or feel or finesse. Do you remember back to 95 and 96 for Tommy Haas? He had some horrific injuries. In 1995 he broke his right ankle on the court, was out for a long time. In 1996 Tommy Haas broke his left ankle on the court during a match. That is a brutal injury, isn't it? Fantastic play from Jack Sock. Any opportunity he gets, he's up inside the baseline. He's putting pressure on Haas. He's hitting the ball so big with his forehand. He's hitting it with pace, but also with spin. So that means the ball's hitting the surface and then kicking up at Tommy Haas, punching him further and further back behind the baseline, and then coming into the net. So he's putting pressure on Tommy Haas. It's like he's in his face every single point, not letting him breathe, not giving him time. Perfect tactics. I was impressed with Cole Schreiber yesterday out here on centre court because he played terrible. He made a lot of errors. He was struggling with himself, I think, mentally throughout the entire match. But, as we see with all really good sportsmen teams, they find a way to win when they're not playing that well, and that's exactly what Cole Schreiber did yesterday. Out here, though, Jack Sock, the young American, you wouldn't know he's playing Tommy Haas, a guy with a huge reputation, a guy with just under $14 million in prize money. He's come out here fearless and really attacking Tommy Haas. He's going out there and trying to beat him. He's not waiting for Tommy Haas to do, to make errors or anything like that. It's Sock that's the guy that's coming forward, that's putting the pressure on. It's really positive tennis from Jack Sock. And Tommy Haas is a little shell-shocked. He's struggling for his timing and his rhythm, and I think he's in a bit of trouble here.
RadioSport Summer. Lee Radovanovich.
I hope not. I don't have a problem with it. There's not a lot of money around in this country for sponsorship and funding like that. They got rid of cigarette sponsorships. Did that stop people smoking? No, of course it didn't.
While you enjoy the sun, barbecue and beers, he's stuck inside your radio. RadioSport with Lee Radovanovich.
They'll pick up a few draws, they'll have the odd win, they'll lose more than they'll win, unfortunately, and I think it'll be a real battle for them to make the playoffs. And saying that, if they were to invest heavily in the transfer window and pick up 2 or 3 quality players, things could turn around because there's the basis of a successful side in the A-League there.
RadioSport Summer. Lee Radovanovich.
The golden opportunity is for Roger Federer to get up and win one more here. And why I say that is because he doesn't have to beat both of them. He doesn't have to beat Djokovic and Nadal. He's only got to get up once. And I would imagine anybody coming from that other side of the draw, whether it be Juan Martín Del Potro or Andy Murray or Joe Wilfried Tsonga, none of those guys have been in a Wimbledon final before. So the winner, you would assume, comes from the other half.
RadioSport Summer. Lee Radovanovich.